Hey guys, today I am going to tell you about group of stars. So I'll ask you what a group of stars is known, and you'll most probably tell me constellations, right? Well, that's true, but more accurately, it's called an asterism. Because of this coronavirus, I used to go up in the midnight, and as there are no cars on streets, there is no pollution at all, and so I used to see many stars these days. Now I'll tell you some interesting patterns which you can also observe in the sky. Now the first pattern is the Orion or the hunter. Don't worry, it does not look like a hunter. It looks something like this. Now, the second pattern is one of the most popular patterns. It's known as the Ursa Major. It looks like a trolley. If you want to have a better view, it's like this. The third pattern is a mini version of Ursa Major, and it is the Ursa Minor. It consists of one of the most important stars in the sky. We'll come to it in a while. The next asterism is the Cassiopeia. It looks like a W. You want to see the night version of it? It is like this. Now the next pattern or the next asterism is the Leo Major. It looks something like a mouse, but it's named like a lion. It looks like this. Now you remember we talked about a very important star in the Ursa Minor? That star has various names. It is called the Pole Star, the North Star, and even Polaris. It was very important for the sailors in the past as they used it to navigate their ships. This is because it was the only star in the sky which did not change its position. Rest all the stars, if you observe it in the night sky, change their position each and every day. The pole star does not seem to change its position because it is exactly above the Earth's axis. So when the Earth rotates, the pole star seems to remain there, but all the other stars seem to change their position with respect to Earth, obviously. Now, many of you would be inquisitive to know that which is the brightest star in the sky. So let me tell you, the brightest star in the sky is the Sirius. It is found in the constellation of Canis Major. Now let me tell you some very cool thing about the stars. The stars which you see in the night sky are actually not in the present. They are the past view of the stars. For this, you will need to understand a concept called light years. It's a very interesting concept and it's very easy to learn. A light year is the measure of distance traveled by a light in 1 year, and that's a huge amount of distance. Now let me take an example of the closest star to the Earth after the Sun, of course. It is named as Alpha Centauri A. So when a photon of light is emitted from that star, the light takes almost 4.22 years to reach the Earth. That is 4.22 light years. Now if we look at the Alpha Centauri, what we are actually looking at is the Alpha Centauri version 4.22 years ago. And if we will look at the Alpha Centauri 4.2 years from now in the future, it would be the Alpha Centauri today. Now there are several million stars which are several million billion light years away. I know, it's mind baffling and I also can't imagine it. So that's it for today. Closing up with cameraman Mann and on stage video maker Manav.